Good afternoon and welcome to Fliptv News. I'm Christian Chiku. Let's take a look at the top headlines. Forget census. Colonel Umar tells federal government. You have more time to buy forms, PDP tell aspirants. Osibajo rejected ministerial appointment because of Tinubu. Ogunsakin, veteran journalist. On train attack, victims get 50 billion naira from Nigerian governors. World War III is here from Russian state TV. And lastly, CDQ mocks MI, Abaga and YC. Let's take a look at the news in detail. Former military administration of Kaduna State, Colonel Abubakar Dangiwa Umar, retired, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to suspend the proposed national census bill for April 2023 and instead concentrate in tackling the insecurity confronting the country. The former military administrator and chairman of the Movement for Unity and Progress, MUP, in a statement he issued on Friday, described the idea of conducting a census as shocking when the country's stability is shaking. According to him, Nigeria was facing existential challenges caused by insecurity and collapsing economy, saying embarking on a census would amount to a misadventure and waste of scarce resources. He therefore urged the federal government to suspend the planned census and focus its energies on securing the nation as well as conducting the 2023 elections. You have more time to buy forms out from PDP. The People's Democratic Party has extended the deadline for sale of submission of nomination forms for the 2023 general elections. This was disclosed in a statement by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olagun Agba, on Friday night. The People's Democratic Party has adjusted its timetable and schedule of activities to extend the closing dates for the purchase and submission of expression of interest and nomination forms for the 2023 general elections. The statement read, the extension was to make up for the 2-day public holiday declared by the federal government for the Easter celebrations. Under the new timetable, the last day for the purchase of all forms has been extended to Tuesday, April 19, 2022, while the last day for the submission of already completed forms has also been extended to Wednesday, April 20, 2022. The statement noted that the screening of aspirants vying for houses of assembly seats has been slated for April 22, while aspirants contesting the National Assembly seats will be screened on Monday, April 25th, along with screening appeals for House of Assembly. Governorship and presidential aspirants will be screened on April 26th and 27th. Screening appeals for the National Assembly will be held on April 27th, while appeals for governorship and presidential aspirants will be held on April 29th and 30th. The PDP has extended the deadline for sales and submission of nomination forms on several occasions, with the deadline moved from April 14th to 17th. On Osibajo, a veteran journalist, Mustafa Ogunsakin, has said that Vice President Yemi Osibajo declined former President Olusegun Obasanjo's offer to become Attorney General of the Federation in 2005. So Mr. Ogunsakin's revelation, made available to newsmen on Friday in Abuja, came as mixed reactions continue to trail Osibajo's declaration to run for the post of presidency in 2023. There have been personal attacks on the vice president by some political opponents trying to brand him a betrayer for contesting against his political benefactor Bola Tinubu. In 2005, President Obasanjo invited Osibajo to take appointment as the Attorney General of the Federation after Chief Akin Olujimi left office. Obasanjo saw the sterling qualities and performance that Osibajo had as Attorney General of Lagos. The president, without informing Bola Tinubu, the then Lagos State Governor, offered the post to Osibajo, who was then the Lagos State Attorney General. The first thing Osibajo did was to inform his principal, Tinubu, who gave him a free hand to take his decision, Mr. Ogunshakin said. He said that Mr. Osibajo, however, made a request to Mr. Obasanjo to release Lagos State Council funds. On the train attack, Kaduna train attack victims, the Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF) on Friday donated 50 million naira to the Kaduna State government for onward distribution to the victims of the recent Abuja-Kaduna train bombing. A statement by head NGF Media and Public Affairs Abdurazak Bello Bakindo in Abuja on Friday said that the forum chairman and governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, made a donation when he led a two-man delegation of the forum to Kaduna State. Mr. Fayemi said that the delegation was in the state to commiserate with the government and people on the train attack which claimed lives, injured many people while several others were kidnapped. The NGF chairman, while addressing Governor Nasir El-Rufai, expressed deep sympathy to Kaduna State and its people. He described the attack as mind-blogging because of the number of casualties and other fatalities. Mr. Fayemi said regrettably the criminals were audacious enough to also take away some hostages, which raised the state of insecurity, which has virtually thrown Kaduna in the mist. The governor emphasized whatever it is, governors would continue to work with the President Muhammadu Buhari to bring sanity back to the country. Let's go to foreign news. World War III is here. That's from the Russian State TV. Russian State TV says World War III has already started after the sinking of the Moscow ship. The Kremlin's main propaganda mouthpiece went into meltdown last night after the flagship of the Black Sea Fleet was taken out. Officials have refused to acknowledge Ukraine's claims it struck the ship with cruise missiles, an operation which will be one of Kyiv's biggest military successes since the invasion began. But despite Russia's insistence it sunk because of fire, the Ukrainian capital was struck by rockets overnight, a sign Vladimir Putin wants revenge for the downing of the prized naval asset. The city has been spared aerial bombardment since Russian troops pulled out of the north, but there were strikes against Kyiv, Kharkiv, and locations further west. The Kremlin mouthpiece, which has championed the war, came close to acknowledging that Ukraine sunk the Moskova by demanding a crushing response. Now to showbiz. Recall that YC and MI took to Twitter to lament about the show promoters not using hip-hop artists to headline Rick Ross concerts. The rants increased in tempo when clips of Davido, Tiwa Savage and Buju performances at Rick Ross concert surfaced online. Reacting to the news about Nigerian rappers not performing, CDQ revealed that Rick Ross didn't feel like they are worth it. According to him, he was specially invited by Belair, the organizers of the show. He claimed they checked his catalog and saw he was worth it to make Rick Ross. CDQ directly threw shade at MI for asking for more than just a meeting with Rick Ross when an invitation was sent to him. I'm sure most of us will get invitations to the event, but would rather be asking for something else. You would recall that MI said he got invited to the concert, but he wanted to have a one-on-one talk with Rick Ross with his team. That has been the news for now. However, subscribe and share our page. Click on the notification button. I am Christian Chico. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.